Hey, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and also, hi, I'm Josh, I'm an addict. Today, one of our daily readings is going to be just for today, and today is July 14th, and like I said, and I'm going to say it in every single reading today, because I'm so excited. Today is one of my buddies from the fellowship's 1 year anniversary. I couldn't tell you how much time I have, because like I stopped caring. I could tell you a long time ago when I was like dry. This was back in 2007 or so. Yeah, I was 3 years, 274 days sober. And when I say sober, I mean dry. Like I was so focused on my startups and my work that like I just didn't have time to, party or do anything. I was putting in 18-hour days, 7 days a week, and that was literally my life. And like I was slamming cases of Red Bull, but it wasn't actually Red Bull. I was drinking NOS. Like I was drinking NOS nonstop because it reminded me of Orangina. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we have it here in DC. It's easier to just order 12 packs off of Amazon and then stuff my fridge full of them. So today's reading is just for today, July 14th. Let me take a sip of this. And let's get after it. All right. So July 14th, an inside job. July 14th, from just for today. July 14th, an inside job. Social acceptability does not equal recovery. Basic text, page 22. One of the first things that happens to many of us in recovery is that we start to look better. We get healthier, we bathe, we dress more appropriately. And without the goading of active addiction, many of us finally stop stealing, lying, and hustling. We start to look normal, just removing the drugs. Looking normal is very different from being normal. Acceptability in the eyes of the world is a benefit of recovery. It is not the same thing as recovery. We can enjoy the benefits of recovery, but we must take care to nurture their true source. Lasting recovery is not found in acceptance from others, but in the inner growth set in motion by the 12 steps. Just for today, I know that looking good isn't enough. Lasting recovery is an inside job. That is so true. It is also a great movie. The Inside Job with Colin Firth and Denzel is a great movie. But in terms of the spiritual malady that exists, I do not consider myself terminally unique. And that's not even like my term, to be personally honest. Like I got that from another member of the fellowship who describes himself that way. And he might have gotten it from somebody else, but I know I specifically use that term when I'm talking about myself, because I know that there are millions of us who have similar stories, so I don't pretend to think that in any way, I'm somehow unique. But there is the importance of not just on the exterior, and that happens pretty quickly. Like when you're about even a month in, like when you're like a month in, 2 months in, 3 months in, when you start picking up those first 3 chips, you start looking different. Now granted, I don't really shave. I keep the goatee and stuff just because I'm mainly like playing with my chin. Sometimes it gets like a lot longer, and then it's like, okay, now it's time to shave the Fu Manchu. But yeah, self-awareness, introspection, and working on your change, healing, and growth internally is really important. I mean, that's why I see a therapist on Friday. I have a psychiatrist. I have a general practitioner. And I also have another doctor that I see. I've had brain scans done this year. I've had blood tests done this year. I don't need to do all of that stuff because of my time, but I choose to do all of that stuff because I know there's a lot of work for me to do internally. Like I'm more of a cognitive behavioral scientist. Like if you had to like average it out 0 to 10, you know, like a teeter-totter, I'm a 10 on logic and a 0 on emotion. And my therapist and psychiatrist are trying to get me to a 5 and 5. So between talk therapy and medically assisted treatment, I hopefully get to a 5 and 5, because in the past, realistically, my emotions used to get me in trouble. Now, like whenever I'm having those sensations, because I have co-occurring disorders, like I have mental health issues, and I also have substance abuse issues. When I get into those situations, I find myself having to just like, boy, what's the word? Not just vent to my sponsor or to my therapist or to my psychiatrist or even to my doctor. She and I text each other on WhatsApp like regularly. It's actually pretty interesting. She's one of the first ones that I've had since undergrad and grad school, because I used to fly from California down to Texas in order to see my psychiatrist at the time. But that internal growth is big. That maturity is big. It's a huge aspect of the program. Like, you know, slowly eliminating that self-talk, that self-doubt, starting to increase that positive affirmations, those positive affirmations, that self-love. I mean, it is a journey. I will tell you that, like, the road to recovery is not an easy path, and I've done a lot of challenging things in my life. Like, I've started 17 companies. 15 of them failed miserably. This will actually be my 18th. Who knows how it's gonna go, you know? I hope it goes well, because then it means we might save lives, but I don't know. I figure there's probably like a 2% success chance. That's like the rate, right? Like I generally just assume like, yeah, it's a pretty low chance of success. Like we hear about all these different unicorns that are successful, so everybody thinks, oh, entrepreneurship's easy. It is really not. And even as difficult as starting a company is, recovery has been 10 times harder. That first year was so challenging. Just trying to figure out, like, I mean, because I absolutely hated myself and all I wanted to do was use. But I just hated myself all the time. And now I can actually like enjoy myself. Like if you go to Tag Recovery on Instagram, you'll see that like I can enjoy myself in sobriety, that I can dance and have fun. And I'm cool with just sparkling water. I don't need to have drinks to dance and have fun. I can go to parties and all sorts of stuff, but that's because I'm in the right headspace. If I'm not in the right headspace, I'll tell people and I'll just be like, no, I can't go. Like I'm not participating in any of that. So like there's certain things I just don't go to. I don't go to New Year's Eve parties. I don't go to 4th of July parties, unless I'm hosting them, in which case everybody knows. I do go to concerts, but I always go to concerts where I know there's going to be a Yellow Balloon Brigade, so that way I can be around other sober people. Or I'll go to the concerts with my friends, either in the fellowships or my friends like that I've known for like 2 decades, because A, they will not let me use, and B, they will not, even though they're recreational drinkers, they won't drink around me. So we have the opportunity to like hang out and have fun and just bond, but not have to have any other sort of substance involved in order to have fun. So yeah, I even with all this time, I still have a boatload of work to do, and it's a lifelong process. And as we always say, it's, you know, it's progress, not perfection. So I am trying to be a little bit better today than I was yesterday, and I'm trying to set myself up today to be a little bit better tomorrow. And that's just my goal. So yeah, you can check us out on Instagram at Tag Recovery, or you can check us out on Twitter, Tag Building Hope. We obviously also have this YouTube channel, and we have a variety of other platforms, but those are the three big ones. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Again, I'm Josh of the Accountability Group. I'm its founder, and I'm also Josh, an addict. And as always, I just would like to hope and wish and send my best wishes to all of you, and the idea that I want all of you to stay safe, stay strong, and stay sober. Okay?